ready to have your minds blown because WrestleMania 41 is shaping to be an absolute insane weekend. We're not just talking about great matches. We're talking about moments that could rewrite WWE history. Today, we're going to be diving deep into 6 shocking scenarios that could unfold on the biggest stage of them all, the grandest stage of them all, the biggest show of the year. From jaw-dropping betrayals to unexpected returns and everything in between. Because these predictions are guaranteed to leave you speechless. They're going to rile you up a little bit, and you're probably going to disagree with me. But either way, buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into these 6 shocking moments that could happen at WrestleMania 41. It's going to be a massive event. We got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, multiple championship matches, and much, much more. April 19th and 20th at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium is Let's get a new member of the Judgment Day. Let's get them to debut. Now, look, one of the ongoing storylines right now on Monday Night Raw is the issues with the Judgment Day. I'm talking about Finn Balor, Carlito, JD Madonna, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, right? They're going through some rough patches, to say the least. Finn Balor, he wants to be the leader without being declared it or he even proclaiming it. Dominic Mysterio, on the other hand, he believes that they need a little bit more firepower within the group. Seems like things are going to be coming to a head, and a valuable faction could be going through yet another evolution after last year. Now, this time, what if we had Finn Balor get pushed out? That could happen at WrestleMania 41 with the addition of a new member. Let's go through them, right? You got Andrade, he can make over. You have Jeff Cobb, he's rumored to be going to WWE. You got Aleister Black coming back, Miro coming back. What about a real big swerve with like a Ludwig Kaiser coming in there and taking a spot, someone in which Rey Mysterio, or excuse me, Dominic Mysterio was recently seen talking to in the background last month. Either way, I love the opportunity to see a new Judgment Day member go out there and absolutely shine. How about a heel turn? How about Seth Rollins? Yes, one of the bigger storylines going on right now in WWE on the road to WrestleMania 41 is a unique rivalry between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. It's going to headline the first night of WrestleMania, so you best believe they're going to be bringing that heat. Yet, the issues between Rollins and Punk have raged over the last year or so. In many instances, the visionary has come off as a very bitter man on the verge of a major change. Now, after Drew McIntyre was moved to SmackDown, Raw could be in line for another major elite heel, especially if you think Jey Uso is going to beat Gunther for the world title. Rollins, well, he would certainly fit the bill as a heel, and he feels, or at least I feel like he's at the point in his career where he's ready for another shift in his character. Don't be surprised if you see a shocking development where Seth Rollins goes to the dark side and turns heel. Now, the obvious and a leading speculation is the fact that he could turn heel and he could do so by aligning with Paul Heyman. Think about it. Paul Heyman's already kind of screwing over Roman because he's not going to be in his corner. He's going to be in the corner of CM Punk. And what if Paul Heyman screws over Punk because he was forced to turn on his tribal chief by giving him a WrestleMania match and by being in his corner? Go with the hot hand. Go with Seth Rollins. Go with a guy that's been a babyface for the last few years, a guy that is the need for a character change. I absolutely love the idea. I think they should go with beats Jey Uso. This would just absolutely break my heart. One of the more predictable bouts at the WrestleMania 41 card is World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defending against Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso. Rarely does a Royal Rumble winner not go on to win a world title at Mania, but maybe this year he doesn't. Jey Uso is a very popular competitor, but winning the Royal Rumble, that's a little bit of a reach considering all of the talents that he had to go through to win it. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and ultimately John Cena. That's a lot of a reach for a lot of people. However, maybe winning the most stacked Royal Rumble match ever, it was his big moment. It was his world title moment. WWE wanted to solidify Gunther as the Thenos of the company for the next decade, turning Jey Uso away again would help cement him as one of the most hated men on not just Monday Night Raw, but in all of WWE, right? There's a lot of Jey Uso fans out there. They want to see him have his big moment, including myself, but there's also people out there that are tired of Jey Uso. They don't see Jey Uso. They see him as an interim, a catchphrase. They don't see what everyone else does. What if you'd go over there and have Gunther go over? Wouldn't be Let's turn Bianca Belair heel. Yeah, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship is expected. And it could be a contentious match. And it could also be a contender for the best match at WrestleMania, if not just individually nights. Now, it's interesting clash between the two or the three characters, right? Because they're all technically baby faces in this situation. Rhea Ripley, she's really starting to show that tweener side, if not heel antics. But what if they're swerving us? What if Rhea Ripley, WWE Raw's most popular female star and guy, well, they developed a strong and loyal fan base. Bianca Belair, she's also had a strong fan base, but she's also shown some heel tendencies in recent weeks. She's getting booed a little bit more. She's talked about in interviews that if she's going to go heel, she's going to go all the way. And oh, by the way, she was associated with Naomi, who turned heel by attacking Jade Cargill. More on that in a minute. What if we're leading to a significant character change for Bianca Belair to set up the next year? I expect Bianca Belair to win the title. Most people expect her to win the title. Why not turn her heel in the process and screw over Io or Rhea Ripley in doing so with a mega turn at WrestleMania? And finally, Naomi beats Jade Cargill. Yeah, and I believe it. Now look, Naomi versus Jade Cargill, it's going to be booked for one of the nights of this month's mega event. It's going to be a key match. This is the very first female singles match on a WrestleMania card since I believe 2006. So that stat, 2005, 2006, that's interesting. It's been almost 20 years. The winner seems predictable, but maybe not. Naomi, she's delivered some excellent emotional work. Character work has been spot on since her heel turn. There's a lot of potential in a heel Naomi. But let's not forget Jade Cargill. She's got some locker room issues reportedly over the last year. She's been pushed very, very strongly up to this point. While she should win at WrestleMania, management could send a clear message to her to respect her coworkers and play nice. Also, I think the fact that this is a regular match, as of this reporting, they could add a stipulation, a gimmick, if you will. But I think if they don't add a gimmick, then that tells you, well, Jade Cargill, she's got the upper hand as a babyface, and it's not a gimmick match. That would tend to lead me to thinking that we're going to be getting a second match or rematch with a gimmick stipulation on the line at another PLE. Keep it moving. The Rock at WrestleMania 41. Now look, it's expected by some, but The Rock is not a guarantee to be at WrestleMania 41 despite his alliance with a recently turned John Cena, who's a heel now, by winning the Elimination Chamber and aligning himself with The Rock after Cody Rhodes smacked The Rock's hand away. Now look, rumors point to The Rock potentially missing the event. He's barely been mentioned on television, if mentioned at all, since the Elimination Chamber, where he aligned with Cody or with The Rock. I'm getting so confused. Since The Rock aligned with John Cena and Travis Scott against Cody Rhodes. But what if The Rock, he's just biding his time? He's going to only come in when absolutely needed. He could absolutely stay quiet and lie in wait. And what if The Rock does not make a grand entrance at WrestleMania? What if The Rock comes out there and screws Cody Rhodes over, aligning himself further with John Cena, screwing over Cody Rhodes further and making an imprint on Cody Rhodes' face by hitting him with a Brahma belt, the People's Championship, if you will. Yeah, I like it, but will it happen? Well, that's what. And last but not least, Miro makes his first WWE appearance since leaving All Elite Wrestling. Now look, Penta, they jump ship. He's there. Ricky Starks, jump ship. He's there. Ray Phoenix recently jumped ship, and he's there. Malachi Black is also expected to be coming back, and Miro is expected to be coming back. Now, I understand there's been rumors, reports, speculations, and just willpower that Miro and Aleister Black will be making their returns to WWE after WrestleMania, reportedly on an episode of SmackDown. I think it's April 25th. Regardless, Miro's going to be in town. He's doing an indie appearance for Rikichi's wrestling school. So he's going to be in Vegas on WrestleMania weekend. What if we get Miro making a surprise return? Now, look, there is no set date for his return, just a lot of speculation. I think him showing up at WrestleMania would not only make a huge statement, but it would also tell the fan base, hey, this guy's going to be seriously pushed. We're going to give him the best foot forward, and you better pay attention to what we're doing with Miro. I like those odds. I like that curiosity. We'll see if they actually end up doing it or not.